For the rest of us, Anna, it's just cloud, isn't it?
It is. We've been stuck with this cloud all week, Sarah, as you can see in our Weather Watcher photos. So the colour does come from all the autumn yellows, golds and oranges we've got at the moment. So thank you to all our Weather Watchers for sending in photos, as always. Now, across the weekend, there is quite a big change on the way. Saturday is definitely the most settled day out of the two, largely dry, actually. You may see some hints of brightness. But by the time we get to Sunday, it's turning quite unsettled, wet and blustery. So we'll talk about that in a moment. High pressures, what's been locking in all the cloud over the last week, that's going to edge away to the North Sea. Behind it, though, it allows from the Atlantic this low pressure to move in, bringing with it some fronts, which will bring some strengthening winds and also some quite heavy rain at times, particularly through Sunday. But it's still settled at the moment and we still have quite a lot of cloud. There might be a few holes in it overnight, but generally keeping that cloud with us, maybe thick enough to see a few spots of drizzle. Again, quite a mild night for the time of the year, around 8 degrees Celsius as a minimum. So for Saturday, yes, we've got quite a bit of cloud. Again, it could give us a little bit of drizzle, but I'm hopeful it will thin to see some hints of brightness into the afternoon. But what I will say is we'll see high cloud feeding in, so that turns that sunshine quite hazy. So don't expect it to be beautiful blue skies, but certainly brighter than what we've had. Highs of 14 degrees Celsius. The wind's beginning to pick up, and as we edge into Sunday, the weather front moves in. That's what's going to bring some outbreaks of quite heavy rain that's going to be pushing its way eastwards as we go through the day on Sunday. It's also going to turn a little bit windier. We've had very light winds this week, so winds picking up to above 20, sort of 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts through Sunday. Highs of 14, so fairly average for the time of the year. Staying quite unsettled as we go into the start of next week. I know it is half term for some, the chance of a thunderstorm actually on Monday. What I will tell you is there's a hint that things will turn a little bit chillier, first time I've said that in a while, by the end of next week.
Oh, well, I suppose it's getting towards November, Anna, isn't it? Thank you for that.